Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have myself a drink. This is Devil's Food Vodka and Birthday Cake Sparkling Water from Jelly Belly. And we're going to ask the question, how do personal biases shape society? Now, for those of you who are uninitiated, I consume alcoholic beverages in these videos because I am a food blogger, and because I have to buy things to blog, I am often left with things like this Devil's Food Vodka and this Jelly Belly Birthday Cake Sparkling Water. And so, in order to consume them in a timely manner before they go bad, I consume them in these videos. I have incorporated them into my filming style. It's not bad, actually. It doesn't taste very alcoholic, but it is not bad. Speck of dust. Anyway, before I go any further, let me remind you that for every 1,000 subscribers I get, I do purchase one of these bracelets from 4Ocean. That's across all 6 of my channels. So if you'd be so kind as to comment, like, and subscribe, you'd be taking an opportunity to do something for the world for free. Now, how does personal bias shape our view of society? Well, examine for a moment the human nipple. Miley Cyrus went on Jimmy Kimmel, stuck stickers over her nipples, but otherwise, pretty much her whole boob was visible. This is not much to say for Miley Cyrus, as her boobs are not very large. My boobs, on the other hand, are quite large. Yet, if I were to take off my shirt in this video and show my boobs, it would be okay. Most people would be fine with that. They might be disgusted, but YouTube wouldn't take the video down. If Miley Cyrus were to show her boobs, which are much smaller and harder to see than my own, we would for some reason be upset if the nipples were exposed. Were the nipples not exposed, no one would care. Now, there are places where they feel if a woman shows her face, it is obscene. And women wear these beekeeper suits because it protects them from the men in the society who simply have no ability to control themselves. They just see a woman and they have to have her. People in society can really suck. Anyway, so, I mean, understand this much about our world. There was a time when we human beings ran around naked. For some of you, this would, of course, be the Garden of Eden. For the rest of you, it would be our primitive state before we began to fashion clothing, not through modesty, but in order to protect ourselves from the environment. I mean, it's just one of those things that, you know, back in the day, you wore animal skin because it was cold. I question, like, why is it we wear the fur part on the outside? You would think it would be on the inside. It would be more comfortable that way, but you know, that's the world we live in. Maybe they said that's why the animals have it that way. But I mean, in Africa, there are places where the body is exposed. And the reason the body is exposed is partly because it's so dang hot there that if the body is not exposed, you overheat easily. In colder regions, we've learned to be more modest. This is a personal bias. It's not ingrained. It's not necessary. I mean, if you saw butts all day and boobs all day and genitals all day, you'd eventually get used to it. I mean, this is not to say you wouldn't still look at an attractive person and think that's an attractive person, but you would be much more used to the concept of boobs and butts and things, and we wouldn't have dirty magazines anymore, or porn. Well, we probably still have porn on the internet. That's never going away. But it's just one of those basic points. Much of our society is shaped by personal bias, particularly when it comes to the concepts of pornography and modesty. There was a time in history when theaters liked to put women in pants because men didn't see that often, and seeing more of the shape of a woman was titillating. And because it was titillating, more men wanted to go to the theater. Yeah, it's weird to think about that, isn't it? So, I mean, society is nothing but a pile of personal biases heaped upon each other until you have something that resembles a norm. What are the implications of that? I don't know. It's a very nebulous question. Anyway, thank you for sharing this moment with me. My neighbor's starting their car. I'm Richard. Hi everybody, I'm Danger Ducky, and this is the part of the video where I remind you to comment, like, and subscribe. I'm also giving time for there to be links to the next video and subscriptions. You should comment, like, and subscribe, because for every 1,000 subscribers, this channel will buy a bracelet from For Ocean, and that will pull a pound of trash out of the ocean. It's a big ocean, and there's a lot of trash there. We also buy medals from the Conqueror, and every one of those means that 5 trees are planted, so that we will have a cleaner world for you and me to live in. Danger Donkey says, be a good Samaritan, float like a butterfly, and comment, like, and subscribe!